Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to build this beautiful banking website that you can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the demo. This is how the outside looks like. Before I start with that, you can see it has both light mode and dark mode, and the both modes are looking pretty beautiful. So let me just switch it back to the light mode, and you can see what we have here. A very lit and modern design for the front end, and you can see everything is customized. After installing the script, you go ahead and edit all the information from the admin, and all this information right here will be replaced. So the mockup is very much flexible. Whenever you go to your admin section and input your personalized name right here, and then logo, everything will be replaced all over the website. So this is how the front end looks like. You can go ahead and check all other pages when you get the script. So before we get started, I would love to give a disclaimer. This video is only for educational purposes. Please do not use knowledge and tools gotten from this video for illegal or harmful purposes. That said, let's get into the video. To start with, I'm going to show you how the script works from the user dashboard, and I'm also going to show you how the admin dashboard looks, as you can see that right here. So here I'm going to go ahead and log into the user dashboard. I'll show you all the features that are included in the user dashboard, and towards the end of the video I'm going to show you how you can install this script. Meanwhile, if you want to get the script, I'll leave my contact details in the description of this video, so just go ahead and shoot me a DM and I'll respond to you definitely. So with that said, let me go ahead and log into the account right here, and quickly I'm just going to enter my user details. So I'm just going to click on sign in quickly. So while registering a user account, every user basically needs to set a PIN, a login PIN that they can use to log in to access their account every time they want to do that. So I'm just going to supply the PIN and click on verify PIN. And of course it's correct. You can see PIN verified successfully. I'm just going to go ahead and quit all these notifications popping up. And here we go. Boom, we're logged into the account. So a lot of things are going on here, and I'm gonna do my best to explain one after the other if time permits. So here you have the monthly deposit, whatever. You have all the analysis that you have right here. Let me not go through them one after the other because it's kind of going to waste time. And you can notice that from here we have two balances. We have the one for the fiat currency, and we have the one for crypto, which is the Bitcoin. So both are different accounts, different wallet, if I may call it that way. You can see the wallet for the BTC, we have this amount. For the fiat currency, we also have this amount. And like a normal bank, you can also hide your balances right here. So when I click on the eye icon, I'm going to hide or unhide the balances. And here you have the name of the user, and this is the total portfolio. So this is the addition of the crypto right here, and also the fiat currency. And here you have an option to send money or add money. Add money in other sense, to deposit money. And over here you have a brief transaction history. Okay, just a brief one. So if you want to view the full transaction history, you can go ahead and click the transactions tab right here to view the full transaction history. I'm also going to go through all these options from the menu bar. You can see that we have some interesting options, just as the international transfer right here, the currency swap right here, we have the loans, we have the tax refunds, the grants, and so on and so forth. So first of all, let me go ahead and show you how to deposit some funds into this account. So I go ahead and click on the add money. And over here, you can see you have some deposit methods enabled. So you can go ahead and enable these deposit methods from the admin dashboard. So from your admin dashboard, go ahead and click on the settings, and you can see the payment settings. So I'm kind of trying to teach you how to use both the admin section and also the user section together. Just flow with me and you're going to understand what I'm doing in this video. And right here you can see we have a couple of options. You can see the credit card, which is enabled at the moment. To delete that, you can just go ahead and click on delete, but I'm not sure you want to do that. But to edit that or to disable that, you can go ahead and click on the I option. Scroll all the way down where it says the status, click on that and select disable, and don't forget to save changes. So with that done, you can see we have updated the status of the payment method. So right now we can see the payment method right here, which is the credit card. So if I should reload this page, I think it's gonna be gone. Okay, and yeah, there we have it. It's gone. Pretty cool. So that is how you can go ahead. If I click on go back, you can see now it's disabled. So that's how you can go about enabling or disabling any of the payment methods. So let me show you, for example, the crypto. Let me show you how to let's use the USDT for an example. Okay, so let me click on the eye icon. So you're gonna want to enter your minimum amount, the maximum amount. Just fill up the form, and most importantly, make sure you enter your wallet address. Okay, let's say this here is my wallet address, and just go ahead and click on save changes, and I click on go back. So this is how you can go about editing the payment methods, either to disable or enable them, and also to change the details in them. Okay, so if I go back here and let's just quickly reload this page, and after that we can go ahead with the deposit. So right here I can just enter the amount that I wish to deposit. I already have some pre-detected amounts which I can just click right here to fill it up. So let's say I want to deposit 10 grand over here, and let's say I want to use the USDT and as a payment method, and I'm just going ahead and click on continue to deposit, and then it's processing. And what do we have here? Okay, you can see we have the QR code, just as also we have the amount right here, and we have the wallet address that we have just meant to click here to copy that, and then you can go ahead and make the payment from our wallet app. So, and here you also have the network, you have to note that, and you can set that from the payment method. Let's say the USDT right here. Let me quickly click on the eye icon, and here you can see the wallet address network type is strictly the TRC20, and just make sure you notice that it's TRC20 right here. And when you're done making the payment, you can see upload the payment proof option. Just go ahead and click on that option right there, and you're gonna upload a payment proof. Let's say this here is the payment proof. I'm just gonna upload that. You're gonna want to make sure that the payment proof that you upload is not more than 100 kilobytes, otherwise it's not gonna upload. But this right here is just about 22 kilobytes, so it's very much gonna upload. So I'll click on submit payment. And there we have it, guys. Account found successfully, but for now it's pretty pending. So I've already received an email alert on my phone just for this transaction right here, although it's still pending, right? So if I head over to the admin section and I head over to user deposits, from user deposits section you can see this is the account and this is the amount I just deposited right now, but it's pending. Yeah, it's very much pending. So you can click on the eye icon right here to view the receipt. If it resonates with you, you can just go ahead and click on process. But before we do that, let's just head back to the user dashboard and let me click on transactions right there. So let's see if the transaction is going to be there but as pending. And there we have it. You can see the transaction right here, the last one right here, which is the 10 grand. Of course, is a credit type because I'm trying to fund the account, and then the status is pending, pretty much pending. So you can see it's a crypto funding description, and then you can view the receipt. For example, let me view the receipt. Right about now, here is the receipt. Okay, so let me just go back. So you can see that, okay, pending. So let me head back to the admin and click on process for that particular transaction. And here we go, processed. You can see that. So if I quickly head back to the user dashboard and reload this page, it should show us processed. Yeah, you can see that processed. Okay, and it's gonna impact our account balance. So if I click on the dashboard, let's see, our account balance is gonna be impacted due to that. Let's see, here we now have the account balance impacted, so 10 grand added to the account balance. Okay, let's go ahead and make an international transfer. So local transfer right here is just a simple process, but I just want to show you how to make the international transfer because it's going to be requiring some codes. Okay, so let me click on the international. And here we have some options, including the wire transfer, cryptocurrency, and so on and so forth. You can also click on more to drop down a lot more options that you have right here. But for now, I'm just going to click on the wire transfer. Scroll a bit down, and here, let me just go ahead and collapse this so I can see these options. So you can see we have our account balance right here, and we also have here to enter the amount that we wish to send. So let's send a significant amount, which is going to be, let's send this amount right here, and let's just go ahead and send this. So let's send this 9,990 bucks, and you can see the equivalence in BTC right here. Scrolling all the way down, let's enter the beneficiary account number. Let's say John Doe. Beneficiary account number, bank name, let's say this, bank address, let's do this, and account type, online banking or whatever, country, whatever, and then the IBAN. Let's say this is the IBAN number, the SWIFT code. Let's enter this, and let's say the transaction pin. Okay, the transaction pin is set while I was creating the account. Okay, so it's something that you don't have to forget. So the note, if you want to write any description or notes or comment, you can just leave it right here. But for now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and click on continue to transfer. And here you have a little breakdown. So I'm just going to go ahead and confirm right now. While I'm doing all this, I've been receiving email notifications, just that. I mean, I switch off my email notifications from the desktop, right? So I'm just going to close this, and here you have it. Before you proceed, additional verification is required, and here you can see to complete your transfer, you do this and just provide the IMF code. So from the admin dashboard, let's go ahead and click on the manage users, and let's click on the manage for this one user that I have right here, and you can see all the information right here, the IMF code, which is this, the SWIFT code, which is this, and so on and so forth. So the codes are going to be generated automatically after any user creates their account, and every user doesn't have access to the codes, only the admin does. So if I just click on here and I'll enter the code 1234, and I click on confirm IMF. So I forgot to mention it, the codes are going to be unique across all the website users. So the IMF code for this user is not going to be the IMF code for another user and the next user and the next user. Here it also says before you proceed, you have to provide the SWIFT code over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click, select the SWIFT code, which is as well the same thing. 1234, just because this account is a demo account. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on confirm SWIFT code. Because I want to show you everything that this script has, it might actually take some time. And here we also have to provide the COT code, which is also the 1234. Okay, confirm that. And here we go, here we go, here we go. And here we go, guys. So the last form of verification here is the one-time password, which I've just received from the email. So let me just go ahead and enter the one-time password from the email I received right now. And the moment I click confirm OTP, let's see if the transaction is going to confirm. Let's see, verifying. And transfer successful. Here we go. You can see that here we go, transfer successful. So you can click here to view the receipts or either to share the receipt. And let's just go ahead and view the receipt. You can see the receipt successful, transaction details. This just a basic receipt that looks really amazing. So here I'm just going to click on go back to dashboard. And we are done looking at international transfers, and you can see how amazing it is. Now let's go ahead and try the swapping feature, which is the currency swap. So when I click on the currency swap, over here, I want to select the from currency where the money is coming from. So let's say the USD, and over here, let's select the currency that I want to swap into, which is obviously the BTC, right? And here I'm going to enter the amount. So let's say I have 250K right here. So let me just swap a 10K. So let's swap a 10K, and here you can see the equivalence. Immediately I typed it right here, you can see the equivalence in BTC. So immediately I click on the swap currencies, and here we go, successfully swapped this. And if we look at our balance right now, you can see that the impact is taking place, and as well as the Bitcoin balance. So you can see how pretty easy that looks. Let's take a look at another feature, which is, let's look at the cards for now. Let's look at the cards feature. Okay, here we have an option to create another card. So this is to apply for a card. And you can see I already have two cards, but one of them is pending and the other one is active. So you can click here to add a new card. You can also click here to apply for card. All leads to the same place. Okay, and here you can just click here to view the details. Let's say view details of the card, and here we have it. So you can click here to flip the card. You can see that, flip the card. Okay, flip the card back, and here you have an option to show the details. This is to show the number right here, and you can see it's a MasterCard. And guys, this is crazy. You can click here to copy the number. So you have all the card details right here. That's pretty much it. Let's go back, and so let me show you how you can apply a card right now. So you can just click on add new card. From this page, you can just select either you want a Visa, a MasterCard, or an American Express card. So let me just quickly select the American Express, and let's input the card level. Let's say a black. Let's say it's in USD, and here also we have the daily limit to be, let's say the daily limit is 10 grand, and let's say the user information. Let's quickly enter the user information. Of course, I will have to agree to the terms and click on submit application. Okay, we have value must be less than or equal to 1000. So let's just go ahead and reduce that to 1000, and I go ahead and click on submit application. And here we go, your virtual card application has been submitted. And here we have the black card right here, which is obviously pending. So if I head to the admin dashboard and I go to cards, let's see virtual cards, and I head over to the pending applications. And you can see the application right here, the American Express card, which needs to be approved. Okay, so if I go ahead and click on approve button, and let me come back here and quickly make a reload. And we pretty much have it active right now. You can see that pretty much active. So this is how you can apply for a card and also go ahead and activate the card. So now let's head over to the loans. From this account, I've actually applied for a loan. Let me see how it's going to be. You can see loan application restricted. You currently have an active or pending loan application. So that's now this website. I've already applied for a loan. So let me just head back to the admin dashboard, and let's go to loan applications. And here we have the loan application of this amount, which is pretty much pending. So let me quickly delete this application, head here and reload. So we cannot be able to apply for a loan. As you can see, I've already deleted the loan application. Right now I click on apply for loan, and here we have a little form to fill out. Let's say the loan amount is, let's say 100 grand. I'm just going to agree to the terms and click on submit. And right now you can see we have successfully applied for loan. And if I head back to the admin dashboard while also at the loan applications, I'm just going to go ahead and reload the page. And here we have it, guys. You can see the loan of 100 grand. So I'm just going to click here and let's see more actions. And of course, I'm going to click on mark as processed to be able to process this loan. So it's processed right now. Let's head back to the user dashboard, and you're going to see that the amount is now going to be added to the account balance, which we have right here. You can see that the amount has been added to our account balance. So we have successfully collected a loan from the bank. And if you click on the notification right here, you can see loan approved. So you pretty much have this little notification bar right here that shows you notification of everything that goes on. And here you also have an option to toggle between the light mode and the dark mode, and you see how beautiful the dark mode also looks. So let me just switch it back to the light mode for the sake of the tutorial. And here you also have an options for the tax refund, the grant, and so on, but I'm not going to be able to go through all that in this video. So let me just quickly go to the pages so you can see how they look. So right here, you pretty much want to apply for IRS tax refund. Right here, just go ahead and fill the form and click on submit request, and that's that. You're going to have it on the admin dashboard. So when you head to the IRS refund option, you can see all the pending refunds. Go ahead and approve the refund. Okay, so as well as the grant, let's quickly head to the grant right here. I'm just trying to rush the video so I can get started with the installation. Okay, so this simply means that I've already applied for a grant and I disapproved it from the admin. So if I head back to the admin and now I head to the grant, and let's see rejected, you can see I have a grant rejected right here. So more options, you can see that. And that's pretty much it. But before I get started with showing you how to install the script, let me quickly show you how you can be able to put an account on dormant. Okay, so if I click on manage users, and here is the only user that I have in this website, so I'm just going to click on manage for the user, and I click on all actions. and I click on the actions drop down right here, and here you can see an option to turn on dormant account. So if I do this, the account is not going to be able to make any transaction, both deposit and withdrawal or any transactions at all. It's not going to be able to make transactions basically. So let's just quickly click on turn on dormant, and here it's now successfully on dormant. And now if I click on the actions drop down as well, you can now see turn off dormant. So it's just turn off the left hand and right hand. So when the dormant is on, you will see off. So when the dormant is off, you see on right here. So guys, that's pretty much how to run the website, both from the user and also the admin. Okay, so the admin is pretty much just install the script and head to the settings right here, and then just click on the app settings. I pretty much want to edit all the settings that you have right here. So I will show you how to do that when I'm done installing the script from start. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let me show you how you can install the script from the start till the end. Now, to build this kind of website, you definitely need a domain name and a hosting account. And the hosting account I will advise you to get is an offshore hosting from HostGrid. You will definitely be needing their offshore hosting right here because it will guarantee the longevity of your website. Because to build this kind of website, you really need a very strong hosting platform. So you head over to hostgrid.com and I'll walk you step by step how you can get domain name and hosting from this platform. So when you head to hostgrid.com, I will also leave the link in the description of this video. So you get here and you can click on hosting over here, and I'm interested in their offshore hosting plans. So I click on their offshore hosting over there and scroll all the way down. You can see they have 3 plans for the offshore, right? So let me just go with the first one since I'm doing this just for the sake of the tutorial. So I click on select plan. Over here I'm required to enter a domain name. Okay, so I'll just enter a domain name, let's say this, and I'll select a TLD. Let's say I'll select this. You can definitely select any other TLDs from here. And you notice that I have this checked, register a new domain. That's if you want to register a new domain name. This right here is when you have a domain name and you just want to buy the offshore hosting from HostGrid. So you're gonna want to go ahead and select this and enter your domain name that you already have. And this right here is when you want to transfer the domain name to HostGrid. Maybe you've bought the domain name from another platform and you want to transfer it to HostGrid so you can be managing both your domain and your hosting from HostGrid dashboard. So for now, I'm going to click on this register a new domain and I'll enter my domain and select my TLD and I'll hit check. And you can see the message, this right here is available, and you can see the price right here is quite cheap. Okay, so I'll scroll all the way down and I'll click on continue. From this page, you can see I have a breakdown of the plan that I just selected, and you can see the storage space that I have here is the 5 gig. I have unlimited bandwidth. I have the opportunity to use this hosting for another domain, right? So, and I have an opportunity to create up to 5 email accounts. That's really very interesting. And right here, I have a free SSL certificate from HostGrid. So after purchasing this service and we log into the cPanel, I'm going to show you how you can issue the free SSL certificate to your domain name, and it's completely for free. Scroll a bit down and you can see the choose billing cycle right here. You click on here and you can select your billing cycle. If you want to pay monthly, if you want to pay quarterly or 6 months or annually, which is the 12 months, right? So you can go ahead and select anyone here. So when you select anyone, the cart is going to reload and the price is going to update. So for now, I'm going to select the monthly just for the sake of this video, and I click on continue. And right here, I'll just go ahead and click on continue. And you can see the breakdown of our cards. Right here I have the offshore basic plan, and here I have the domain registration, right? You can click on any of them to edit any of them in case you made any mistake. And here you have some option to enter a coupon code if you have any coupon code. So if you're watching this video and if you're going to the website from this video, I'm going to give you a coupon code that you can get a 10% discount. So this coupon code right here I'm going to give you is only for my subscribers. So you can just grab it from the screen right now, but I'm going to enter my coupon code right here, ECTech10, right? So when you use this coupon code at any time, okay, you're going to get a 10% discount, and the coupon code is only unique to my subscribers. So when I enter the coupon code and I click on validate code, and here you can see that the 10% has been deducted, which is this, right? 10% one-time discount has been deducted, and then now you have our subtotal. So I can click on checkout, And from the checkout window right here, if you don't have a HostGrid account yet, you can go ahead to enter all the information that you need to enter right here. Select a payment method, right? And then make sure you agree right here and click on complete. But now I already have a HostGrid account, so I'm going to go ahead to click on already registered. And here I have an option to enter my email and password and login. So I'm going to do that real quick. So now I'm logged into my account. I'm gonna scroll all the way down and you can see the total due, and you can notice that it's in USD. So if you're purchasing from, let's say, Nigeria, you're gonna want to select the pay stack right here. Or if you want to pay with crypto, it's definitely no issue. Just go ahead and select the crypto meals, right? So I'll select the pay stack right here, and of course I'm gonna agree to their terms of service. If I ever had any notes, I mean, I always never have any notes to write, right? So I just scroll all the way down and click on complete order. And over here, you can see the pay stack payment pop up. If you want to make a transfer, you can go ahead and select the transfer, and the one-time account details is going to be generated for you. Okay, so this account number and this account details right here is only meant for this particular transaction, and it's definitely timed. You can see it's 30 minutes. So immediately the account is generated, the 30 minutes starts counting. So you can just go to your bank app and send this exact money, including the kobo right here. Send everything exactly how it is to this account number and this bank name, Paystack Titan. Now if you still want to use your card, you can click on card right here. You can definitely enter your card details and make payment, but for now I'm gonna use my transfer. And there are also other methods here that you can explore. For example, the OPay right here is also very slick, but I'm not gonna do that in this tutorial. So I'll just go with the transfer. I'll head to my bank app and I'm gonna make the payment right now. And immediately I make the payment for the exact amount right here, you're going to see that this page is going to start just loading up immediately. So I've just made the payment, and you can see immediately, you can see how fast it is. Immediately it's saying your transfer is on the way. Okay, you can see that payment successful. So just by doing this, we have successfully purchased our domain name and our hosting from HostGrid, and you're gonna see a feedback order confirmation. Your order number is this. Thank you for your order. Okay, and by now you should have received a lot of emails confirming your purchase, and also for the domain registration and the new hosting account information. Now all you need to do is to click on continue to client area. If I click on the services, so guys, scrolling all the way down, you can see that I have my hosting for the webbytech.xyz. So I'm going to click on it right here to enter into the hosting dashboard. You're going to see a button saying log into cPanel. So I'm going to click on the link to log into the cPanel. There are a lot of ways you can log into the cPanel. You can go to your domain name /cPanel, and you can as well go to main.hostgrid.com:2083. Then you go ahead and log in with your username and your username right here and your hosting password. Your hosting password is definitely sent to you through your email. Okay, so if you check your email, you're gonna see the email with the subject new account information. So in that email, you're gonna receive all the information that you need to know about your cPanel account. Now I'm already logged into my cPanel, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click on the file manager, and from the file manager I go ahead and click on the public_html. So here you can see I have some files and a couple of folders right here. So if your website is a new website, you're probably not gonna see anything right here, or maybe just the well-known and also the .cgi bin folder, which are probably empty, right? So you don't need to panic. Okay, so I have all these files and folders right here because my website is not a new website. So I'm just trying to do this to teach you some things with an old website. So the way I'm going to do this is not going to be exactly the way you're going to do this. Of course, I'm going to show you what the difference is. So you can see the website that we've just looked at right now is living in the self-thing subfolder, right? So if I come over to the file manager, you can see the self-thing subfolder right here. So that's why I only have the domain name right here / this self-thing. Okay, so this is now living inside the self-thing folder. That's pretty much understandable, right? Now if I head back here, I'm going to create a new folder, but you're not expected to do this part. Okay, so let me quickly create a new folder and let me call this 𝐸. You can see the 𝐸 folder right here. You're not expected to create a new folder. All you need to do is head to your public_HTML, which is where I am right now, and go ahead and click on upload. And let's see, just click on upload right here, and you're going to drag and drop the script file for this video. If you want the script file for this video, I'm going to leave my contact in the description of this video, so just check the description of the video and you can contact me to get this script. So when you get the script, make sure you drag and drop, or you choose click on select file, choose the file, and it will start uploading. So when it's done uploading and the bar here just turns green, make sure the bar turns green before you can click on go back. Okay, so when you click on go back, you're going to be seeing only the script zip file right here. So stop there. I'm going to show you when to continue with me. So because I'm not going to do it exactly like that, I'm going to upload it inside this 𝐸 folder just for the sake of this video. Okay, so don't do this with me. I'll show you when to continue with me. So let me quickly do that. And here we go, guys. I've already uploaded the zip file and other files for the website. So here is the zip file, and here is the database file, and here is a little .txt file for you to read the installation guide. Okay, so that if you don't want to follow the video, you can follow the installation guide. So right now you can see that my current directory right now is the public_HTML/the 𝐸, which is the new folder that I just created. Yours is supposed to be public_HTML only, no /𝐸 or whatever. So let's just assume that this right here is just your public_HTML. Are we good? Now let's continue. So I'm gonna right click on the zip file and click on extract. So now you can continue with me, right? Now you can just continue with me. So when I click on extract, I'm gonna click on extract files once more. And of course it's been extracted. If you close the extractor and you can see the extracted file and nothing happened, go ahead and click on reload. Now you can see all the files and folders provided right here. And here you can see the SQL file, the file that ends with .sql. This is the database file. I'm just quickly going to download it. Let's just download that right away. And yes, download that. I'm going to show you why I downloaded that. And now we have successfully uploaded the file and also extracted the file. So let's head back to the cPanel home right here, and let's go to the databases section, and let's quickly click on the database wizard. Now what we're going to do right now is to create a database, create a database user, and link the database to the database user so the database user can manage the database. It's as simple as that. But we're going to create that using the database wizard, which is going to take us step 1, 2, 3, and 4. So right now I'm going to enter the name for the database. Let me just simply call it 𝐸. You can call it anything that you want to call it. I go ahead and click on next step. And right here you can see you have created a database named this 𝐸. Now this is coming from your cPanel username. You usually have this preceding the name of your actual database. So right now I'm going to go ahead and enter the step 2, which is the create database user. Now I'm going to create a user to manage this particular database. So let me simply also call it 𝐸. You can also feel free to call it something more different than you called your database. It doesn't really matter. So here I will enter a password, and also enter the password once more to confirm that. And here we go. I click on create user. For this step 3, I'm required to grant all these privileges to the user to manage the database. So of course you can see the user here, you can see the database here. So I click on all privileges to select all these at once, and I click on make changes. Now automatically the user is going to be able to manage entirely all the database content. So right now you can see the user right here was added to the database right here. So I'm just going to copy one of these since it's the same thing with the user and the database. So I'll head back to the file manager. So right here you can see the .env file, but if you can't see that, go ahead and click on the settings and make sure you have the show hidden files enabled and click on save. So after that you can be able to see the .env file and every other file that starts with a dot. Okay, so right now I'm going to right click on the env and click on edit and edit again. And right here we have this section which is for connecting the database. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the database, let's say I've already copied that. I'm going to paste the database right here. For the user, since my database and the user are the same thing, I'm going to paste the same thing in the bold. Okay, so for the password, I'm going to enter my password for the database. And from this line 6 right here, the app URL, I'm going to enter the URL to the installation. Let's say the URL is this. It's actually this /ceph. So I added /ceph just because I created a ceph folder which I am installing the script inside. If you bought a new domain, you're not going to enter anything after the /, right? You might even decide not to include the /. So you just enter your domain name right here, and that's how you're good. And here you have the app name. You can just go ahead and enter an app name. It doesn't really matter. You're going to do that from the admin dashboard. So you can now go ahead and click on Save Changes. After this, we have one more action to take, and we can go ahead and load up the website to test the website. And the action that we're going to take right now is to import the SQL file. Now you're going to see the reason why I downloaded the SQL file initially. So scroll all the way down to the database section once more and click on the phpMyAdmin. From here, you're going to see the database that you created. In your case, it's going to be one, okay? So don't get confused by the lots that I have right here. But here is the database that I just created for the sake of this installation. So I'm just going to click on it. Just click on the name right here, not the plus, click on the name, okay? And you have an option to import. So just click on the import. And here you can click on choose file. Now I'm going to choose the file that I downloaded, which is right here. So I'm just going to select it and click open, and here we have the file. So when I scroll all the way down and click on import, it's going to import all the queries that the file contains. And you can see import has been successfully finished. 164 queries executed. You can see that it's as simple as that. You don't need to learn how to code to build this kind of website. It's very, very simple. So when you click on the database name once more, now you can see all the tables right here. So don't get confused from the left hand side. You can just click on the plus or the minus just to shut that down. But here is the database tables. And one more thing, let me just quickly show you how to edit the admin default password. So click on the admin table right here, and here you can see we only have one admin. Okay, so just click on edit. And here for the admin email, to log into the admin, you need the email and the password. And here we have the email right here. So you can just make deal with this email, or you can go ahead and change it. So if you want to change the email, just go ahead and enter the email that you wish right here. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just leave it at admin@admin.com. So what I'm going to show you right now is how to change the password, because what you see right here is not actually the password. This is a hashed version of the password, in which if you use this, you are not going to be able to log into the admin. All you need to do right now to change this thing to something that you can relate with, now click on the drop down right here, scroll all the way down and click on the last option, which is the password hash PHP function. Click on that to select, and from here you can go ahead and remove all these. Go ahead and type in the password that you want. Let's say the password that I want is going to be this. So when I scroll all the way down and click on go, so the system is automatically going to hash the password that I entered also, and also show me the hashed version, as you can see right here. But now we know the password, the actual password. So right now let's head over to a new tab, and we can now go ahead and open the website. Let's say this, and we did this into the ceph folder. So when I hit enter, let's see if the website is going to come up. Here we go. You can see that the website is up, although some things are broken. So I'm going to show you how to solve this. I mean, the image right here is not showing, okay? And also this image right here is also not showing. So I'm going to show you how to pretty much change this immediately. So let's head back to the, let me just quickly close this .env. So let's head back to the file manager and go ahead and click on resources right here, and click on views. And now you can go ahead and click on home right here, open up the home, and now you have the index.blade. Okay, so just right click on that and select edit and edit once more. So right here from the line 10, you're gonna just want to remove the /, okay? Just this first / right here. Go ahead and remove that. And this solves the issue for the first image. So let me go ahead and save changes. Let's come back here and make a quick reload. And as you can see, that solves the issue for this first image to display. Now we have to also set up this right here, and you can see the image. It has the odds of a happy family with a financial security. So let's head back to the index right here and let's just make a quick search for the happy family. Okay, and you can see that appears somewhere in the code. You can see that right here, and here is the image source URL. And I just go ahead and remove the first /. So what I'm gonna do is to compile this exact version where I fixed these small little errors, so you don't get to do it. Okay, so don't bother about this, but it's good that you learn how to do this. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on save changes, and if I head back to the website and make a quick reload, let's see if this is gonna be fixed. And here we have it pretty much fixed. So the website is looking pretty good right now. So what we now need to do to set up the website finally is to log into the admin, and here you can set up the logo, set up the name. You can see the current name right here is this. So you can just pretty much set up everything from the admin dashboard setting. So let me show you how to log into the admin dashboard. Type in your domain name right there and give a /auth/login. So this here is your login path to the admin, /auth/login. And for you to be able to remember this, let me quickly show you where you can get it. Let me go back. So from your public_HTML, you can see the installation guide. So just right click on that and select view, and scroll all the way down to the admin login section. Here you can see the login path. Make sure you precede it with your site URL or your domain name, okay, /the auth/login, and that's pretty much it. So from here I can just do my /auth/login and press enter. And here we go. So because I've already set up my default admin login password, so I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the email right here and just paste that right here. Also enter the password that I changed, and I go ahead and click on, you can see the password right here. Okay, the exact password I set up while editing the admin password. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on access admin panel. And boom, here we go guys, the admin panel. So what you now need to do to set up this website finally is to scroll all the way down to settings, click on settings and click on app settings. From the website information tab, go ahead and enter your website name. Let's say this is Seth, and let's say you're welcome to Seth. Just go ahead and type out whatever thing you need to type out, the website URL. So here is my website URL, and the keywords, make sure you enter whatever thing you need to turn on or turn off SMS. Let me leave that off. And here, did you install it in your main domain, subdomain or subfolder? Let's say for my sake is a subfolder, but for you it's gonna be a main domain. So here you can choose a logo. So just click here and select a logo. Let me just quickly select one logo. Let's see this, and a fav icon as well. And I click on update, and here we have it saved successfully. Let me just quickly open up a new tab and load up the website. So let me just quickly copy this, open up a new tab right here and load up a website. Let's see if the changes I've made, and you can see the website name is changed to this, and you can see the logo is now changed to this, and every other place that the website name is mentioned, you will see this. So let's just scroll down and check. You can see that Seth right there. So every other place in the website that the website name is being mentioned, you will see you have that replaced. Seth every other little place. Okay, so you can see, just scroll down, you can see let's see the mockup. You can see the mockup right here. You have the Seth. Okay, so every other single place that you have that mentioned is gonna be changed automatically. That's not the only changes that we need to make in the admin settings. So let's just click on the transfer codes. Here you have an option to turn on or turn off the transfer codes that you need. Here you have 5 codes but by default 3 of them are turned on and the remaining 2 are off. If you want them, you can go ahead and enable them just like this. Okay, for now I'm gonna put them off, and here are the names of the codes. The code 1 is the IMF code, code 2 is Swift, and code 3 is clearance, and so on and so forth, as well as code 4 and code 5 and their respective messages right here. And now you can also choose to enable the OTP code or disable that. I mean, it's a cool feature that you just want to enable. So I will leave that on and click on update. Actually, I didn't make any changes. So you click on the preference here, you enter your website email. For you to get a website email, just head to your cPanel and go ahead and click on the email account. And from here, you can click on create. Now just enter the email right here. Let's say Seth, and here I'm just gonna enter a password for the email. Okay, so this is the password I entered for the email, and I'm gonna hit create. From here you can see the email that we just created. So for now, let's just go ahead and copy the email address and head back to the website, and I'm going to replace this with that. Here you can select a website currency, the global currency of the website. Go ahead and select, and you can enable or disable the KYC. Let me just disable this for now, the know your customer, that will let your customers upload their ID and verify their human. So here you can also enable or disable the email verification. I'm just gonna leave that enabled. Of course, I want to receive emails, so I click on save. So the last part I'm gonna show you is to click on the email or Google login captcha, whatever. So here it's very crucial that we set up our email SMTP so we can be able to receive emails through an email server. Okay, so I've just switched it back to the SMTP, and here we already have our email created, our domain email created. So let me just go back to the cPanel, and here we have the email that we just created for the sake of this video. So when I click on connect devices and scroll all the way down, I have all these options, right? So this is the SMTP information that we need to be able to connect to our website so that our website can be able to send email notifications through an email server. Okay, it's as simple as that. So let's head back again, and let's select this username right here, which is simply the email account. Copy that and head back to the admin, and here it says the email from where the email will be coming from. Paste that right there, and here it says the username. I'll also go ahead and paste that right there, and here it says the incoming, the outgoing. So we only want to be sending emails out from the website, because I mean it's only one directional, right? We're sending notifications and sending all the whole information, so we just need the outgoing server. We are not trying to receive, rather we're trying to send. Okay, so we target the outgoing server, and for the outgoing server information right here, you can see the port is the 465, and you can see the outgoing server URL. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy that, head back to the SMTP settings, and here it says the SMTP host. I'm gonna go ahead and paste what I just copied right now, and you can see the port, which is the 465. Right about now, we have the SMTP encryption. The encryption is either the SSL or the TLS. So if you leave it at the SSL, if it doesn't work, switch it back to TLS. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it at TLS, okay? So, but sometimes, I mean, they conflict with, the protocols conflict with each other. So if you have TLS and if it doesn't work, switch it back to the SSL. Here we have the email from name. Let's just enter the name of our website, which is Seth. Go ahead and enter anything that you wish to enter, okay? So scroll all the way down and you have the password. This here is the password that you used while creating the email. Click on save. So I'm pretty much done setting up this website. I've already shown you how you can be able to change, set your payment settings right here. So I'm not going to show you how to do this again. Of course, we are long gone into the video. So that's all we have. From here, you can click on create new user. You can create new users from the admin dashboard, as well as you can also create new users from the front end right here. Okay, so you have an option to click open account and fill up the registration form to create a new user. So you can create a new user from here or from the admin dashboard, whichever way you wish to do that. It's all pretty good. So let me now give you the bonus tip on how to add a live chat to the website. Now we are here at the public_HTML or the root of the website. head to the resources right here, head to views, and head to layout. And here we have the base.blade. Okay, so just right click on the base.blade.php and click on edit. From here, just click on edit once more, and now in between the opening head and also the closing head, which is somewhere, and here is the closing head tag. So anywhere between the opening and closing head tag, you can add your chat code. Okay, let's say just pretty here, you can add your chat code right here. Okay, just copy it from either the talk to the 𝐤𝐤 chat, TDO, copy it from there and paste it right here, or the smart shop, whatever. Copy it from there and paste it right here, and go ahead and click on save changes. Remember what I told you, you can see the file path right there. Go to the resources, go to the views, you can see that right here. Go to resources, go to views, go to layout, and you can see the base.blade.php. That is the file where you can add your live chat. Very, very simple. So that's pretty much what I have for you in the video. If you did enjoy it, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any question as well, leave it for me in the comment section. And lastly, if this is your first time seeing any of my videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification, because that will only show you more of my videos. When next I upload a new video, you receive a notification. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye for now.